name's Rob Ayers and I'm founder and director and a director of Telford Aftercare Team.
So I'm Richard, I'm the operations manager at Telford Aftercare Team.
Telford Aftercare Team was set up around 10 years ago from a need for people with addictions getting clean, for support really. There was sort of certain groups that you could go to, but not really anything for drugs and alcohol. So there was a need for it, and I got clean from a 20-year addiction around 10 years ago, and sort of got the ball rolling. There wasn't much support. I had a really good drug worker at Portico House, but again with caseloads and different stuff, you know, I could see him once a fortnight or once a week. So TACT was sort of started from a service user group that was set up again around the treatment centre, but was run by professionals and it was sort of their agenda on the board. So we sort of took that group and made it independent and run by service users, and that was the sort of first steps towards that really. My office back then was a night bag, and I've still got that night bag somewhere in the cupboard. Quite quickly I'd got meetings with commissioners and got offered a small, I wouldn't say office, it was more of a storeroom at the back of the local treatment centre. And that's where it sort of started, by getting other people into recovery and using their passion and motivation. We've sort of grown into what it is today. For me, it's a platform for people to have a voice. We do quite a lot of consultations with service users in how we run and how the service was designed from the very beginning.
Telford Aftercare Team is kind of a unique service that fuses service user experience with professional experience. We are a service user led organisation promoting peer support, with some of the staff coming from a background of working in substance misuse field and mental health areas as well, to support those people who are working as peer volunteers to provide support to people who are currently in need of that support, whether that be through addictions or their mental health. So it offers a real opportunity for people who have not necessarily been able to achieve recovery previously because they haven't been given the right circumstances or the right level of intensity of support. Also, we work with people who find it really difficult to maintain a tenancy, and indeed have been evicted from tenancies because they haven't been able to manage that tenancy.
My name's T. Roberts and I work here as a finance and administration manager.
So TACT is lucky enough to have Strickland House as a resource. We were able to get some funding from Public Health England in order to purchase this as a specific bespoke community hub, and as a result of that purchase we've been able to provide support to a wider variety of service users, as well as now people with addictions to opiates, alcohol and other drug use issues. We're able to provide support for mental health through our branches project.
Mainly my job entails making sure that all the paperwork that we use and that the staff uses is up to date, and that the all the banking and the accounts are in order, making sure that funding is allocated properly throughout the company, making sure that the payroll's done, all the wages are done, and anything to do with money is sort of managed properly.
We offer a variety of mutual aid groups, which some of which are national groups, which just take place here, some of which we've designed ourselves around anxiety and depression. We do groups around dual diagnosis, as well as many others. We also offer a programme, an accredited programme of volunteer training that involves people going through 5 or 6 separate modules to receive an accredited volunteering qualification.
Each day that I come to work, that what I'm doing, I'm part of a small part of a big jigsaw, that I know that what I'm doing is helping, and I think other people feel like that here. I know that I'm helping people who, for whatever reason, have either had some sort of mental illness, or they've got addiction issues and they're trying to help themselves. I know that what I'm doing is going towards helping them get their lives back on track, get back into recovery.
We have bespoke buildings around the main building. We've got a cafe which operates 6 days a week within the building, providing cheap food for people that access the building, but also allows people to volunteer in that environment and gain qualifications as well, if that's something they'd like to do as part of their accessing this building. We have several other small projects that people do outside the building around gardening and maintenance and hoarding that enable people to volunteer, so that they can have some opportunities to help with their recovery and to kind of progress their recovery towards a more sustained employment in the long term.
I've got addiction and mental health issues myself, and I've been clean several years, and I feel like that I'm giving something back to those people that are helping other people. And it's really nice to see people that you haven't seen for a while, and they're saying, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. And it's nice to, you get a little bit of a pride feeling that that you've helped in some sort of way. And that's why I feel so passionate about this place. It's not that I go home and I don't think about this place. I think about this place all the time, because I strongly believe in what we're doing and how, the support we offer people. I genuinely 100% believe that what we're doing works and is the way forward.
When people think the NHS, they think a broken leg, going into a hospital, getting a plaster put on it and the leg gets better. Mental health can be seen as the same way, do you know what I mean? Because it is a break, it's something that's not through the norm for you. Fixing. So that's exactly what it is. They will fix it, whether it be a physical illness or a mental illness.
And there's a lot of stigma around it as well.
There is.
People think mental health issues, the guy's silly. It's far from the truth. So a lot of the time, it's the most senseless of people suffer with mental health. It can affect everybody and everyone right across the board.
Anything is possible as long as somebody has faith in you, and that's what I love about this place.
So for me, in a nutshell, it saved my life, really, Telford Aftercare team, and I believe many others, really. So that's why I do it.